All right. What up? It's been a while since I've been back on here. Nobody's in yet, but I figured I'd just throw a little bit on once again for you guys that catch it on the replay. The wife is back working at a good job. What's up, Blue Gamer? What's up? So I figured I would tell you guys, now Blue Gamer's in here, we actually got somebody to listen to me. I got somebody listening to me. What I figured I would tell you guys is the wife's back working good hours, so I have somebody to watch my daughter. So I will be back to doing regular live streams on Wednesday at 6 for us to just talk about whatever we want to talk about. I'll try to come up with topics to stick with, but if we end up changing on the other things, hey, that's not a big deal. We can change on the other things. So, my one thing that I figured we would talk about tonight was going to be like sponsorships, the pros and cons of it, like what you guys think about it and all that cool stuff. I see that, man, and thanks for you. And then the pros and cons of all that stuff and sponsorships and like my opinion of it, because I don't have any big sponsorships. I have pro teams, which is anybody that knows how the world of fishing kind of works. Pro team just means that basically they'll give you a discount code for spitting their name out, and that's pretty much about the end of it. If you do more with them, you tend to gain more with them, but pro teams don't mean a lot. So I figured we talk about that stuff some, and then the other thing is your favorite places to fish. Slab Dynasty, if you guys know him, he does a lot of great content. He just recently came out with a cool new video of fishing private ponds and stuff like that. So I figured we would talk about it in the fact of that. What's your favorite places to fish? Private ponds, big lakes, just public ponds, and then we can name lakes, because the main big lake I would be fishing would be Hartwell, which I do like to fish. It is a very hard lake to fish sometimes. It doesn't have a lot of structure to it, so it can be difficult to locate fish, but it's a fun lake to fish when you figure out where they are, because they will tend to always be there because there's not a lot of fish structure. So that's always cool. But yeah, I figured we'd talk about that, and then, like I said, sponsorships, man. Sponsorships. What's your opinion on it? I see so much different opinions come in on sponsorships. I've seen so many people who just like outright hate it, think you've sold out, just want to talk all kinds of hate about it. And then I see a lot of other people that just really aspire for it and want it and think it's the next level. And so I don't know. I mean, me personally would love to get a sponsorship. I think it is the next level. It is a part of, if you're in the fishing world, you gotta have a sponsor. I mean, if you're not worked your way to one yet, then you're not where you should be, because that's just kind of how fishing work. It is a sport like any sport, and I mean, you talk soccer, you talk football, you talk any of those sports, you talk hockey, they all have sponsors with them as well. It's just kind of how the game goes. So I feel they are needed. Are some sponsors more of a dick than others? Yes. Do some sponsors use people more than others? Yes. Case in point, the pro teams and stuff like that, they are a little bit of a user on the social media guys like us, the people out there doing some social media stuff. It is a little bit of a user on us, I would feel. Because you don't, I don't want to put it, you don't get the full extent back that you put in. It definitely is good because it's a start. It gets your foot in the door. That's what I like about them. That's why I am a pro team with Titan Tungsten, which I don't think they're very discriminate on their picking up on pro teams. It seems like they'll pick up anybody that sends them an email. But it's not always a bad thing. That's one thing I do feel with any good sponsors. They should have a balance of people. You should have some hot people up high, some people in the middle, some people down low. A good balance of people makes their name get out in a well-balanced way. It's not just being splat like some pro guy, which everybody's only going to leave with so much anyways. And then it's not so much. Well, Leanne just shared my video. Thanks about that. But it's not so much just about the pro guys. And you've got lower end guys going, yeah, I kind of like these guys. They've picked me up. They're, hey, Leanne, I like these guys. They've picked me up. They're talking about my stuff. And then it will, then you've got the mid-level guys, which I think I'm a little more in the mid-level, I would say. I mean, that's what I'd like to feel. Hey, Adventures in Bass. I'd like to say I'm a little bit in the mid-level. And then when you have that wide level of sponsorship people, then your name comes out at a wide level of people getting to see it. That's my opinion. So, I don't know if anybody else had a different opinion on sponsorships. It'd be great to hear it. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my issue on that one. I feel a good range of it is good. And then I do feel there are certain sponsors out there in the world today who just focus on big guys. They don't ever even look at little people anymore. I mean, Strike King, I love their lures, but I don't feel they would ever even begin to look at any small person of a sponsorship of any kind, which makes their name seem a little bit like a big name. It makes them seem like they don't really care about little people, which then makes their stuff not come out as much. I know Adam Mahara, he's a big pusher of small companies. I mean, he doesn't like about any big lure company. So it's just that's a hurt to you. If you sponsor with smaller people, then you don't come out looking as much of a big guy. That's my opinion. I don't know anybody else's opinion. If you want to let me know. You can let me know in the comments. Let me know down in the chit chat or the comments down below on the rewatch. You can let me know in the little chit chat thing now. Yeah, he's going places as a 5-year-old though. Let me tell you what, that little boy, he ain't afraid to let you know his opinion. He will let you know. My daughter will do the same thing. We like to say that I have a 14-year-old and a 2-year-old body. I am not looking forward to when she actually is 14. Already slams doors in my face. She'll literally be like, "Are you kidding me, Daddy?" 2 years old, says that word for word to me. See, I got a 14-year-old and a 2-year-old body. That will be interesting when she gets older. And then, like with Slap Dynasty stuff, then we got the discussion of private ponds to 18 next month. Whew. Yeah, no. I think back to when I was 18 and I wasn't doing nothing. I should have been doing at 18. Let's put it that way. I was raising hell and getting into minor trouble. I was lucky enough to stay out of big trouble. Big trouble was not good. Don't recommend anybody getting into big trouble. Little trouble's okay. I think a little trouble's good for anybody. It kind of gets you on building your life and life experiences and all that stuff. We all got to learn from falling down every now and then and scrape knees. So yeah. So man, yeah. It's been fun recently. The wife was working crazy hours. Builds character, that's right. Yeah, the wife was working crazy hours there for a while. I was finally back on normal hours, so I don't know if anybody knows, but I run my own contracting company. And then I have a resale business that I run that mostly just sells building supplies left over from stuff. And then I try and do all this YouTube stuff. So, having to get home and immediately pick up my daughter to then like come here and try and do stuff. It was running me ragged. That's why my content was slowing down for a little bit. I'm also working on a computer. Once I can come up with the money for a computer, then I can start big time editing and all that stuff. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, I use my phone." I have like an iPhone 7 and I use it for work and I take a crap load I probably take 15 to 20 pictures a day with my phone. So yeah, my phone is slam full with pictures. I spend weekends, hours just deleting old pictures. And I still don't have a lot of memory in my phone. So I don't think I can use it for editing. I just don't think it'll work. I'm going to try and start maybe putting out little 5-minute clips. So at least I can have some content coming out for you guys. The one I want to work on now, to give a little slip for you guys, is catching my PB bass. My new PB bass, which was 7 pounds, 3 ounces. That was fun. Right at the bank line, the thing hit. It's a crazy fight. The GoPro catches it great. So yeah, it was fun. Film more. Can you do... See, I don't know. I want to try... I have a laptop too, but it's an ancient piece of crap laptop. Spoiler alert. Oh yeah, it's a spoiler alert. But man, it's my new PB. It's a big boy. Right at the bank. Crazy fight. That's all I'm giving on it as the spoiler alerts. But that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and get that one out. Maybe get some music on it. Try and keep it at the thank you, Adventures in Bass. Yeah, I was super excited about that. Oh my gosh. And then I still have a full-length video for it. It was a great, it was a double PB breaking day. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. We'll just put it at that. It was a double PB breaking day. Crazy full day video. But I want to mainly just put that clip on there because I have a good, I can edit that down quickly, put some music on it, and I think it'll at least come close to the quality that I have had going for a while. So I'm going to try and do that and come out with that good stuff, and then at least I can come out with some content for you guys. If I get that to work, then I will continue to release content like that for everybody, in the fact of a couple clips here and there. I can pull some clips out of my lives and stuff like that, but then I can at least continue to upload a couple clips here and there so we can have some content so I can get a new, good editing computer. I'm going to continue to move forward. I'm also going to try and get another computer. I have another GoPro, but no batteries for it because it's a 4, and the 7 takes a different battery than the 4. But if I can get some batteries for the 4, then I can do multiple angles when I'm on my kayak. So, oh man. Visions for the future. We have ideas. We will be doing things. Content's gonna be going up in quality. We're a rising star. You guys are seeing me at the low. We're gonna be big one day. You guys are gonna come with me, and I'm gonna remember you guys were here in the beginning. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna be a nobody forever, just making crusty videos. Still raining. Ain't never gonna stop raining. Another tropical storm hitting with a name. Gotta love that mess. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I stopped to go fishing at the same little pond that I tried to fish before the tornado. I wasn't filming this day. I just stopped for like a 5-minute fishing because I knew a huge storm was coming. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see where I posted the photo where you can literally see the storm coming down the mountain. Like, you could just see, like, there it is off in the distance. And I'm like, screw it. We're going to go fishing even if we only get 2 casts. So I flew down to the pond, got 2 casts off, and then the bottom dropped. So I jumped in the truck, put it in reverse, look up, and there's a tree laying in front of my truck. Missed me by like about a couple feet. I mean, I'm gonna put my hands up. Now it was about 5 or 6 feet, but it missed my truck by 5 or 6 feet. Huge tree laying right in front of my truck. So I was like, oh crap, we need to get the heck out of here. So I took off trying to get out of there. To proceed to drive home. Had a tree fall directly in front of me that I had to swerve around. Had a tree branch fall, nick my mirror. It was nuts. Actually heading out now between the crazy rains. Yeah, if I didn't have my live to do tonight, I would have, but I had to do my live tonight. Had to come home, do a bunch of paperwork stuff. Like I said, I run multiple businesses, so I was going to try and go fishing, but I was just like, I got to go home. I got to do business. I got to do homework. Man, the world just doesn't go on if you don't do homework. So yeah, I came home and did my homework, did a bunch of paperwork, got ready for you guys so I could come on here to do the live because I want to keep building the channel. I want to keep doing these hangouts even if only 1 or 2 people ever come in. Hey, I'm going to keep doing them. Maybe if I keep starting a regular process of doing it at the same time, at the same day, maybe I can start having some people show up in here. And man, you got to talk a lot doing these things. Guess it's a good thing I'm good at talking. This is, forgot what I'm drinking. It's an Elysian beer, but I forgot what it is. What helmet do you suggest for fishing? I don't think that came out right because I don't wear a helmet at all when I go fishing. Okay, Liam, sounds great. You gotta attend virtual graduations. Like, congratulations to her for graduating. Sucks that this is when she graduates, but congratulations to her for graduating. Yeah, them words. It all blurs in my mouth. But yeah, even if we only get a couple people in here, I don't care. I'll keep making the things that I make, keep pushing out the content, keep trying to improve, because, hey, I have fun doing it, man. It's all about having fun. I would suggest that to anybody. If you're just having fun, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. I'm heading out. Take care. Later, Adventures in Bash. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you did. Have fun. Hopefully you catch a big one. And remember, life's a story, man. Got to get out there and live it, man. You never know what you're going to catch. So get out there and go fishing. Adventures in Bash know what I'm talking about. That's why he's going fishing. He's been doing a lot of crazy content here lately, man. Well, I won't say crazy content. Reviews and stuff like that. He's been doing some cool stuff. Just call me TK, brother. Yeah, he's doing some cool stuff over there. If anybody's not subscribed to him or hadn't checked out his content, you guys should go check out his content. He does some cool videos. But yeah, I'm trying to... I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to run into a wall a little bit with these live streams. Any reviews about helmets? You keep saying helmets, dude. Like, what are you talking about a helmet, man? I wear a hat. This is my hat, man. This is a Red Ear hat. I really like it. It's my favorite. Yeah, exactly know what you're talking about, TK. That's what I was just talking about. I'm running 2 businesses and the YouTube. And I'm a dad of a 2-year-old. Full in your hands daughter. So, yeah. Understand completely on that. So I'm trying to get a computer going so I can get back to doing some cool editing. But hey, man, we'll get there one day. But man, he keeps saying helmets. What to do a Q&A? Oh yeah, man, I'd love doing Q&As. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to do Q&As. I always set these up to where they can be Q&As, man. If you have any questions, helmet, man, just go ahead and ask me. I don't understand the helmet one. Sorry about that. Like, I'm trying to... That's why I'm like, if you're talking about hats, I know some people call a hat a helmet. That's what this is a Red Ear, but... I mean, I wouldn't suggest any hat per se. I do like this one, but I wouldn't suggest any one per se. Can God create a rock so big that even he cannot lift it? Yeah, which one came first, man? The chicken or the egg? That's a true good question. Of which came first, the chicken or the egg? Answer that one, buddy. I would love to know that one. What came first, chicken or the egg, man? Like, does moss only grow on the north side of the tree? Is the grass always greener on the other side of the fence? I think it is. I will always inspire to be on the other side of that damn fence. The Joneses always have it better. Oh, man. Do they really, though? Do they really? Easily testable. Order both from Amazon. Entertain which comes first. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. The rooster always comes first. Hey, man, that's... Does he? Is a rooster born from an egg? Yeah, it isn't testable, man. It truly is not testable. One day, if we're all good, we can ask him. We can just ask him ourselves. You just got to be good, and you'll be able to ask him yourself, man. You can just go, and you can be like, dude, I've been wondering this my whole life. My life's over. Now you got to answer the damn question. Can you create a rock so big that even you cannot lift it? Can you do it? Or do you create a rock that's so big that you can't lift it, and then instead of lifting it, you just, like, roll it? Can he still roll it? Now it's just getting stupid. Oh, another one. Is faith a reliable way to reach a conclusion that is true? Frick if I frickin' know. I don't know, bro. I don't contemplate big questions like that. I feel life's too short sometimes to contemplate such a big question. I would just go fishing. I can say I go to church. I do, but I don't always go to church because Sunday is usually my only free day of the week. So Sunday tends to be my fishing day, and the outdoors is my church. The good thing that I like is I go to a cool, understanding church that doesn't have a problem with that. Because if they had a problem with that, I wouldn't be going there. Because my whole thing in faith has always been that I don't need a preacher to tell me, and I don't need a brick building for my faith. I can understand it completely on my own, and I can do it all on my own. And my grandfather, God rest his soul, thought the same way. And when he was on his deathbed and that preacher was trying to preach him stuff, he laughed in his face. Laughed in his face. I'm not kidding. If you've ever been asked to use faith, have you... See, the problem is I have a scratch on my phone right there. Determined if it is... I don't know. I think I kind of just answered that one. I completely kind of run on faith in that aspect because I don't need a preacher or a church. So I'm 100% on my own faith. So I think I answered that one with the first one. Bam. Got a good Elysium beer today. I think I already said that one. So, Mild John. I feel you. Go fishing. That's right. That's right. And other people in here. I think there's a couple other people in here now. What would you prefer to go fishing at? A big lake, a regular public pond, or a private pond? Now, of course, the private pond, you always have a little bit better of a chance of bigger fish, but you can have more of an adventure on a big lake. So, what would be your true place that you would favorite place to go? Hey, the Old Helmet too, man. What would be your choice in that to go fishing? You don't. That's the whole point of faith. You're both as correct as you think you are. The beauty of it is how much of an understanding can you have to just accept it and move on, and the fact of that they're allowed to have their beliefs and you're allowed to have yours. Offshore Alaska. Wow. Yeah. Catch some halibut, cool stuff like that. What's up, Slab Dynasty? Actually, that's what inspired this conversation, is this man right here. Great guy right here. His new video is great. I actually thought about it and was like, man, what is your favorite place to truly fish? A private lake pond, a regular pond, or a big lake? I mean, like I said, I like private ponds in the fact that I've had a lot of good luck at private ponds. But I do like big lakes, and I've had the best adventures on big lakes / rivers and so on and so forth. I mean, you can just get lost out on those big bodies of water. That's the whole point of faith, dude. It's not about knowing if you're correct. It's not a right or wrong question. But yeah, man, Slab Dynasty inspired that conversation of which one would you prefer? If it has water fish, it's a good place to fish. I would, I'd 100% agree with you on Malja on that one. I would 100% agree with you on that one. That's a lot of my aspect to it on my channel. I have a lot of places that I work because I just go around as a contractor in a lot of different places, and I'll just randomly fish whatever spot I find. It's all about adventures. We honestly love rivers the most. I think going to explore more rivers soon. Sweet, dude. That'll be, oh man. Can't wait to see that content, Slab Dynasty. That's honestly something I'm planning on doing too, considering the fact that kayak fishing is my favorite way to go fishing here lately. I just recently got one. I've only had it for maybe 4 or 5 months. It's a Lifetime kayak, and I've modified it a little bit up with some more rod holders and stuff like that, but I enjoy every minute fishing from that thing. I'm already ready to get a bigger rig. I don't know which one I should get. If anybody has any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. I'm looking at a Bonafide right now, but I just don't Bonafide, however you say it, but I'm really looking into getting one of those. Oh man, Slab Dynasty, you come down here to South Carolina, you got to hit me up, man. Gotta hit me up. I have no issues traveling around down here. I mainly work out of the Greenville area, but man, I go all the way up to freaking Spartanburg, Charleston, a little bit into Charleston if I'm going that far. All the way down to the Seneca, Georgia line. And then I'm all the way up in Nashville area. You saw my post on Instagram, up in Nashville area a lot. I'm not drinking that beer today, but I did get the. Oh man, I filled a nice growler from there when I was there that day. Gotta go. Thanks for thinking with me. Good luck with your stream. Thank you, though, homie. No problem, man. Like I said, I'll acknowledge everybody and their stuff, man. Like you had all them faithy questions. I ain't got no problem answering that stuff. Well, my put on that. I'm not the best person for that. I am not very religious in that way. But yeah, like I'm not very studied in religion. Let's put it that way. As long as you aren't hassled for sucking. There are a lot of places I fish that I would be, so sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like some drinking and fishing. It is always fun. This guy's hat spoils adventure. I did a job for a family one time, and they had a special needs kid, and he saw my hat, man, and he was like, dude, it's Indiana Jones. Can I wear your hat? I want to be Indiana Jones. Please, I'll give it back. Oh, it was the greatest thing, man. It was the greatest thing. I would have let him, but it was literally right at the beginning of all the Corona mess when it was just heated. And his family was like, no. And I was like, you got to respect your parents, man. So, but yeah, he was all about it. He was like, it's Indiana Jones. Yeah, I like my hat, man. It's my signature hat. It's become a signature hat. It's the hands-on fishing hat. I'm trying to come up with a logo. I've got an artist working on it right now. I'm trying to come up with one. It's kind of like a fish jumping, wearing the hat kind of thing. I don't have it fully nailed down. But I'm trying to come up with a logo, man. I'm trying to come up with a logo. Artists, I feel, are worse than YouTubers when it comes to freaking consistency and getting something done. Oh, I've been riding this guy, man. I've been riding him, and I just cannot get him to freaking get me my logo. But I'm not gonna complain because he's doing it for free. So when people are doing stuff for free, you gotta kind of let it ride for a little bit. You can only complain so much about free. What's that saying? Don't look a gifted horse in the mouth. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. But I am ready to move on. She's open a door with you in a shadow, wearing a hat and holding a rod. That's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I want the fish in there though, man. But yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad. That's a pretty good one too. My favorite price. Yeah, mine too. Mine too. I don't look anything at anything free negatively. Yeah. Oh man, I get tired of hearing about doors. Oh man. Like, and I thought I knew how to put doors in until I started putting doors in. And you're like, holy crap, did I not know what I was doing? Invite people on adventure, yeah. I do like adventure, man. It's so fun. So fun. I went out the Saturday. I went out the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend, I think. Or something like that. So I just went out recently. I don't know. But I went out recently. Went up on a river. Went a little bit upstream. It was super shallow, and I was fishing on a damn spot. But went super upriver just for the heck of it. Weren't any fish. Just for the heck of it, man. It was so fun. Paddling, checking out the cool stuff, the scenery. I truly recommend kayaking to anybody that's never tried it before. If you have balance issues, go bigger. It's more expensive, but go bigger. Well, I would really appreciate that, Adam. I have a guy trying to do me one, like I said, like a really, really nice one. He's an artist and all that stuff. A really nice one, and I'm sure you would do a really nice one too, Adam. But yeah, I'd like to see what you came up with too. I want to see what he comes up with, and you know how it is, man. When you're trying to build a name, you're always trying to do cool stuff. Have you fished around Columbia? Yes. My brother is going to actually graduating from USC now. He just graduated from USC. That was where I used to go to do all my editing. i.e. Broad River. Yep. My brother, I've fished the Saluda. I have not fished the Broad River. I take that back. I fished the Saluda, but I have not fished the Broad. That would be cool. But yeah, no, my brother was in Columbia, went to USC. That's where I've done a bunch of fishing when I was going there. That's where I was doing Saluda. Is it the Broad? Okay, I don't know, man. I had a feeling it was, but I don't know. I've only ever heard it called the Saluda. But yeah, that's from my I have a video called the Strolling Saluda. My brother caught his PB bass there, which is a 4-pounder, which he goes fishing like 6 times a year. So he was super excited to catch that thing. He caught it on the Whopper Plopper too. Oh my god, I think that was his first surface fish, first top water fish, and it was his biggest fish. Watch the video. Watch the video. He's so excited. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have a buddy that I talk to a lot on Fishbrain that fishes in Murray a lot. He's huge in swim baits. Uses a lot of the big swim baits and stuff. He catches 6-pounders like they're freaking nothing all the time out there in Columbia. All the time he's catching huge fish. He's closer to the Florence area, but he fishes in Columbia and Murray and over that way towards Florence a lot. But man, he catches monster bass. All right, Adam. I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe this dude. It's like you can mention anywhere, and he knows at least like 3 or 4 things about it. I'm not gonna say he knows everything, but he knows something about that place. It's Adam Mahara, man. Go check out his channel. The man knows too much shit. Too much shit. He knows too much shit. Too much. More than my brain can remember. I try to remember all this new stuff, but man, it's like, fishing's crazy, dude. The amount of knowledge you gotta know to do fishing, and it's always changing. Always changing. I remember back in the day when everybody would be like, oh, like, scent's the greatest thing. Scent's the greatest thing. And now everybody's like 180'd right back to like, oh no, scent don't do shit. Well, which one is it, man? I prefer scent. That's just me personally. I prefer scent. Well, Adam, before you came in here, I was talking about how when I was 18, I was doing a lot of things I shouldn't be doing at 18. So, yeah, I've had a lot more than beer killing brain cells, and I didn't start getting hard, like, get hard. No, I'm just playing. No, I got into fishing when I was in, like, 10 with my grandfather and everything like that. Then when I hit the like teens, I wasn't fishing as much. I was maybe going here, maybe going there. Really what it was is I quit fishing year round and got to only fishing in the summer. Summer would come around. I'd go to my grandparents who lived in North Carolina on, oh crap, what sound do they live on? Albemarle. They live on the Albemarle Sound. And I would go fishing behind in the canals back there, catching big bluegills and catfish. Saw Bell Dance in Tennessee and I was done. Yeah, and I grew up watching Bill Dance, Hank Parker, all of that. But I was fishing all that, and then I would come down here to South Carolina where my grandparents lived on Hartwell and would fish Hartwell a lot. And then when I started getting my teens, that was about the only time I would fish. Then I graduated high school. Well, I met my wife. I met my wife in high school. And then we graduated high school, and she was talking about, oh, I want to do some fishing. I think fishing's cool, because I was talking about it a little bit. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I was like, well, let me research some stuff. And I never really watched YouTube a lot. And that was the first time I watched YouTube, and I'm like, holy crap, this is so cool. Like, it got me big into Albemarle Sound canals. You might recognize some spots and some small water. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Okay, slow down. Yeah, see, I mean, we get around, man. You and me got hook up, man. We got hook up because you guys are so close. But yeah. So I was like, okay. So and then I would come down, and I'm like, okay, I'll do some. And I got into fishing big, like huge, back into fishing, like just huge. To where and that was when the Outdoor Channel was still really big. So I was watching Hank Parker, Bill Dance, my favorite was Mike Iaconelli doing City Limits Fishing. That's actually what inspired my Urban Slam series. I have some more videos coming out for that if I can ever get an editing rig again. But that's what inspired my Urban Slam videos of just fishing urban waters and just proving that, I mean, sometimes you can fish a ditch and catch a 6-pound bass out of a freaking ditch behind a skyscraper. And most people are like, oh, there ain't nothing in there. And then you hear come out with this giant. So yeah, he inspired me on that one. So yeah, just City Limits was great. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I can't say is Ike Kennelly needs to freaking chill. Watching that man get pissed and throw $500 combos in the lake like it wasn't shit was like, are you kidding me, dude? Yeah, interesting guy is saying it understatement at the least, Adam. Like, that dude is nuts. But yeah, started watching all that, and it got me super, like, just huge back into fishing. Invested a bunch of money, went year-round fishing anywhere I could fish, and then I kept hard into fishing, kept fishing a lot, but then I got I started working hard, trying to start my contracting company, was doing it with Home Depot, who will burn you out. I mean, talk about like hundreds of POs a day burn you out. But like, I wasn't fishing as much, and my brother was like, dude, like, everybody would send me stuff of dudes jumping off the boat to catch fish and stuff like, oh, this is Chris all day. And I'm like, I don't really do that stuff. I guess everybody thinks I'm that crazy about fishing, so maybe I should start filming myself doing crazy stuff fishing. So I got the camera, started doing all that. My brother was like, you travel all over the place. All the times we've gone past ponds and people's backyards and all that, and it's just put the poles in the truck. So I put the poles in the truck, and hands-on fishing was born. It just got me that much bigger back into fishing even more again, and just I've been going at it even more, learning even more, and it's crazy how much just getting out of fishing for 2 years can change. Fishing has changed in a matter of like the 2 years of where I was watching everything and learning everything and educating myself like crazy. Took a 2-year break of working like crazy and building my business, and then holy crap, it's changed so much in 2 years. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yes, he has. Yes, he has. Yeah, he has definitely opened it up. I mean, you can honestly say the same for the Guggen Squad. I know Adam Haro get mad, but you can honestly say the same for the Guggen Squad as far as opening up fishing to a broader audience. When you meet him, he is the most chill dude. Really? That'd be cool. Yeah, fishing's huge on YouTube right now. I don't know. But as Slab Dynasty's pointed out, man, you gotta have better editing. You gotta have better shots, or it's just whatever, man. Guggens are cool. Catch coast. And that's, I don't know, Adam. That's why I kind of started the conversation today. You're the one who inspired, like, also other end of this conversation on sponsorships and what's your opinion of sponsorships and all of that good stuff. Whereas I feel sponsors should have a broad range of people, should have big pros, mid guys, and little people, because a broad range gets your name out to a broader range of people and also makes you look more open and not just this guy that's sucking up to all the big people. And then, but that's just my opinion on it. But I'd be interested to know some of you guys' opinions on sponsors, considering a lot of you guys are bigger than me, have been doing this longer than me, and maybe actually have better sponsors / bigger sponsors, where all I have is pro teams, which all of you know that are big in fishing. Pro teams are whatever. You just send them an email and they pretty much go, okay, here's a discount code, hand it out to everybody, and it's about the extent of it. Kind of use you a little bit, but discount codes help. Cheaper shit that I'm buying anyways is always good, because the only ones I'm pro teamed with are stuff that I'm buying stuff from anyways. But yeah. Yeah. Ike is chill in person, huh? I can see that, though. Because, I mean, I'm a pretty chill guy, but I get pretty pissy like I used to. I actually had to do a lot of stuff to chill my attitude some. Y'all on TikTok? I have not done TikTok. I don't want to do TikTok. Man, I'm bad at fighting new stuff. I don't know. Should I do TikTok? Shouldn't I do TikTok? I don't know. I don't know. Sponsorship's fine, but we have to understand the sponsor dynamic. Unless the angler benefits the company, why should they be sponsored? That's kind of the way I feel about it. But I mean, and that's where if you're getting their name out to a multi benefiting. If you're telling them how if they looked out for you, then you're benefiting them. So I mean, if you're a small person who doesn't do a lot, but you're like, hey, they looked out to me some, then that's good. But I would also be like, how much of a level is kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, if they've thrown you a 10% discount code, it's nothing on their back. So it's not like they've really thrown you a lot, but they've also still acknowledged something, I guess is the best way to put it. Which is always interesting, to be acknowledged on something. We can all like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like we just said, yeah. On the level of that. Yeah. And that's... How do you put that? Sometimes that's hard to measure, though. That's the only bullcrap of it, man. I mean, if somebody didn't directly buy something that day, but because you've mentioned them and you've talked about them and they acknowledge it and buy something down the line, haven't you still done something? If you've demonstrated the quality of their product, just because someone didn't physically buy something, you're a walking, talking billboard / commercial at that point, man. I mean, if you have a following, that's still helping. Which will still sell product, obviously. But is it a directly measurable thing? That's my whole thing, man. Is it sometimes that's such a hard thing to measure. But yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you measure that? I know that they'll give you links and stuff, but not everybody that was inspired to buy something because of you uses the link that you've been provided. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm like, I mean, how do you measure that? How do you measure how much profit you've brought a company as a face to that company, as a sponsor of that, being sponsored by that company? I mean, we can prove our worth, but that's what I'm kind of saying, is how do you prove it on that same hand? Or how do you measure it? It can be proven, as I was just saying, on watching the videos that you're talking about of them and so on and so forth, but like, I mean, on physical product, it's kind of hard to, did this guy buy it because this guy said it, or did this guy buy it because that guy said it? Did this guy buy it because he just walked in the store and said F it and bought the first pole that he thought looked cool? And that's kind of, I mean, that's one measurement, as I agree, but I don't know, for physical product movement, sometimes that's a little harder. And there are companies out there that, from what I've heard, are still looking at physical movement of product. What up, Palm Predator? We just bullshitting. Not talking about anything important. I mean, really not. I don't know. It's kind of important, but not important. Important, but not important, and all that good importantness. And responsibility is a heavy responsibility, y'all. Sweet. Good to hear from you, Slap Dynasty. Glad you stopped by. Yeah, definitely want to hear from you, man. Definitely. I have a feeling we can both benefit. I'll come up to North Carolina some too, man. Send me some DMs and we can talk. I've only had 4 sponsors in my fishing career. Well, what are they? Name them off, man. Like I said, I've got pro-team deals, no sponsorship technically, with Titan Tungsten and, oh man, Barefoot Fishing. No, Barefoot Outdoors. That's what it is, Barefoot Outdoors. That's all I got. 2 pro DMs with 2 of them. That's all I got. Which I love Titan Tungsten stuff. They've got great tungsten weights. As far as price goes, they're actually pretty, fuck, I can't think of the word. Pretty on the level with other people's price goes. God, I can't think of the word. Comparable, like, shoot, I don't know. They're pretty good on price, and I mean they have like the weight like etched into it, and it doesn't chip off. Like I mean, I've beaten these, I've thrown them straight against bridge pilings and stuff, man. And these they do not chip. So, hand pour company, which was kind of awful, but I forced fish to eat their stuff. Yeah, and that's why I've kind of gone the right route, or I won't say the right route. I've gone the route of what a lot of other people have told me, in the fact of that if I was, like Pond Predators said, if I was already using their stuff, then they're the ones that I set up with. Competitive. That's the word. Yeah, see, yeah, like Prime said, yeah, like he just said there. That's yeah, and Barefoot Outdoors is the only one I haven't tried their stuff, but from everything I've seen on Instagram and Facebook, I liked what they had. I liked the way they were like advertising themselves. But Titan Tungsten, I already had a bunch of their weights, and then I saw the thing on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me send them an email. And now that I'm a part of their like Facebook page, I think they accept everybody that sends them an email. I mean, I would no shit on them and their pro staff, but I think they accept everybody into their pro staff. Key colors and bold. Cool. And don't overlap, no conflict of interest. Yeah, and that's one's Titan, one's weights, tungsten weights, and the other one's outdoor apparel and some other stuff, so yeah. And I've tried to do the same thing, like on everything I've done. Don't overlap, don't talk with competitors, stuff like that. Like, yeah. I mean, and yeah, don't just, yeah. It's a tough game. Figuring it all out. Doing it the right way, trying to go big. Oh my gosh, why do we do these things? What is up, Langford? How you doing, man? This dude creates crazy trailers. I'm gonna make him make me one. It's gonna have all kinds of, it's gonna have like a fish tank in it and shit. Oh, man. No, I'm just playing. Close their shop in the internet age. Everyone and their brother doing it bigger and better. Yeah, no. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of big bite baits. I feel they're mid-level baits. I don't know, I've always felt that way. Same with Culprit. I always feel they're kind of whatever baits for me. I don't really like their stuff. Don't really like Culprit. Don't really like big bite. And freaking Mystery Tackle Box loves to send you both of them. Oh. And make it float? Hell yeah. Then I have my own little houseboat. Back that thing up and just unhook the trailer and watch it float away. And everybody be like, what the fuck's this crazy guy doing? Everybody in the boat ramp be like, what the hell's this guy doing? And then it just freaking, I'd just be driving off. And they'd be like, what? That's why you go Monster Bass. I don't know. I don't like the price of their box. I mean, you get what you pay for, but I don't like the price of their box. That thing is fracking expensive. And I don't have that kind of money for a monthly mail order box. The only reason I did Mystery Tackle Box was because I flipped my kayak. Anybody that's watched that video, flipped my kayak and lost all my gear. So the only reason I even signed up with Mystery Tackle Box was to build my gear up quickly-ish without having to throw out mad money. Because you do get stuff in there cheaper than you would. Some of it's, their stuff's definitely stepped up. I mean, from what I'm getting and from what I've seen from past videos of what they used to give you, they've stepped up a lot. Every now and then they throw some stupid freaking, hey, we're going to put this in there so that you can try a new lure. Yeah, I know. Some stupid freaking crap in there. But for the most part, they're all a lot better lures, quality lures, so on and so forth, makers. They're not, some are sample bags, most are full bags. What up, Lonnie? This man's at work stopping it. What's up? So, I can say that they're not bad. They're not bad. But I don't know. Maybe I should try a monster bass box once. But I don't know. Who's giving out deals on them? Someone's got to be giving out a deal on them. Some YouTuber's got to have some daggone promo code. Everybody's got a promo code nowadays. If you ain't got a promo code, you ain't doing it right. Yeah, I don't know. Mail order, I think mail order crap has gotten, like, ridiculous these days. I mean, there's dudes trying to do mail order, like, knife boxes. Who the freak needs a new knife every month? And it's so funny, 'cause even in the commercial, like, oh, I know you're saying who needs a new knife every month. And it's like, yeah, nobody. I don't know anybody that needs a new knife every month. Nobody. Maybe, like, one every, like, 4 or 5 months, but not one every month. Crazy. Crazy what they will do for these days. Then you got, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's, so here's another one. Because this is one I get, I don't know. A lot of the old schoolers don't agree with me on this one. People that lose knives. Well, I don't lose my knives like that. Don't tell me my chat finally froze up. It took it long enough. Now I gotta read the little screen. No! Yep, it froze. You guys have been chatting away, and I ain't been reading them. Ain't been seeing them. Who's that? Crisco something. What's up, dude? So my chat's frozen again. Will not work. I broke it. It's broken. Yep. Like the dude says, Lion Paul said, I always forget that. Hit that like button. All that good stuff. Never remember. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I do lives all the time. I will do a live every Wednesday at 6 now. Because I'm able to do that now. I'm a little to the side, guys, but that's because I can put my face here and I can read it. Oh, God, it's going so fast. If you could be sponsored by anyone, who would you pick? I'm a huge fisherman, too. That's sweet, dude. Yeah, like, man, I love fishing. Like I said, I got all kinds of content up. Trying to come up with new content. I do fishings every Wednesday lives. Do Wednesday lives every day, or every Wednesday at 6, talking about stuff. Okay, cool. Yep, every Wednesday I'm going to do them at 6, and then I'm going to try and do some lives in between of fishing, just when I can get up with it. Always freshwater. I don't catch shit in saltwater. Everybody says it's easier, and I don't catch nothing. Bass Pro Shops, they sell everything. Saltwater, yes. Yeah, see, no, like, I don't catch shit in it, man. I'm fresh all day. I love freshwater fishing, dude. I mean, I want to get into saltwater. I want to get into saltwater fishing. Don't get me wrong, but I don't catch anything every time I've tried. You ever try to use corn in saltwater? Can you use corn in saltwater? Can you do that? I don't know. Nah, I've never been carp fishing. So, worms and corn in saltwater, for real? Okay. I might try that one day. There are no fish in the ocean. Yeah, man. It's this big empty blue thing with not crap in it. Catfish. Yeah, I do go catfish fishing from time to time. I'm going to try and smoke one here soon. Yeah, corn for bluegills. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried corn for bluegills. Let's try. I'm about to go carp fishing. I found a pond that I go fishing at. It has a bunch of carp. There you go. Langford. Let's see it. Put it up on a channel. I want to see you catching some bass. Yeah, I've never tried corn for bluegills. I've only ever done crickets and worms for my bluegills, minnows for my crappie, and my catfish. And worms for my catfish. Really? No, you don't, Adam. No, you don't. I don't doubt it. I don't know. Sweet Pond. I've got your bell on. Well, if I get that notey, I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, no. Wow, I completely brain farted. I want to get into saltwater fishing. I just haven't caught a lot in it. I do a lot of freshwater fishing. One of the ponds I fish has these like 20-pound carp, man. These 20-pound carp swimming around out there. Like they act like they're alligators, dude. They'll leave like this much of their back like just sticking out of the water all the time. Later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. But they swim around with their like 3/4 of their back sticking out of the water. So I'm like, this is why I gotta try and catch a carp. So I'm gonna get me some corn, and I'm gonna go out there, and I'm gonna do a live stream, and I'm gonna try and catch my first carp on a live stream. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, so I'm not gonna tell you. But I'm gonna do it. One day I'll figure out when. I'll plan it, and I'll do it. But first of all, it has to stop freaking storming every day. And sweep up crickets with a broom, and then go fishing with them. They work for them bluegills. Crickets, worms, that's my main thing for the bluegills. Actually, once again, follow me on Instagram, man. Memorial Day, went out with the family, caught a bunch of bluegills, only 4 keepers. Brought them home, cleaned them up. The wife is actually going to make stuffed bell peppers with them suckers tonight. Gonna be so good. Do hot dogs work in the ocean? Some fish like storms. Yeah, some fish like storms, yeah. See, you guys don't know, man. You gotta follow me on Instagram, man. Follow me on Instagram. It's the same name, Hands On Fishing. Follow me on Instagram. You would know some more of the details. So the other day, I'll tell the story again. I got no problem telling the story. We got mad more people in here now. So, I went out fishing a ballpark off of a pier, huh? They'll eat anything in the ocean is what I've heard. But I went fishing. Cool, Mojo. Went fishing right before storm went. I posted the picture. You could see the storm coming over the mountains. You could just see it. And I flew down to the mountain pond because I was like, screw it, I'm going to get 2 casts out before it gets here. Got down there, literally got 2 casts out, and the bottom dropped. And I'm like, oh my God, I just got to get out of here. Ran back to the truck, jump in the truck, look down to put it in reverse. The second I look up from putting it in reverse, there's a tree laying in front of my truck. Missed me by like 6 feet. I was like, oh man, definitely got to get out of here. Turned around, hauled butt out of there. Had to swerve around a tree that fell directly in front of it was falling in front of my truck as I was heading down the road. Had to swerve around that sucker. Had another tree branch falling out through the wind. Ticked my mirror on the passenger side driving back. It started hailing. Me and storms, man. Like, it has been nuts here in South Carolina. Nuts the past couple weeks. Flooding. The water looks like freaking milk chocolate, which, our water always is dirty. Like, I love watching Adam Mahara and some of you guys up there in New Jersey, and I'm looking at their water fishing, and I'm like, you can see the bottom. I'm like, you can see it. When I go fish in Asheville, the water's pretty clean. Yeah, who says exactly? When I go fishing in Asheville, the water's really clean. But man, anywhere down here in South Carolina, man, it's just doo-doo water. Like, so I'm like, you can never see anything. Oh man, but it's like 3 times. It's like inches of visibility in the water right now. So, not helping much. This entire spawn season was washed out. Yeah, see? Yeah, I know. I've seen videos, man. You guys got some clean-ass water up there. But, like, here, nah. But we got that famous Carolina clay. Anybody that's been around Carolina clay knows that crap is a bee. It stains everything in seconds, and it's nasty. Cloverleaf ramps. In the South Carolina Highway Cloverleaf ramps. I don't know. We don't really have a lot of cloverleaf ramps. We don't really have a lot of cloverleaf ramps, and here we don't do retention ponds. They do drainage ponds. Pisses me off so much because I'm up from north where they had a lot of retention ponds. Yeah, they do all drainage ponds here, so all of them have water when it storms like this, and 3 days later, they're just dried little mud pits. So yeah, we don't have any real retention ponds here. I lived in an apartment complex for a little while when I first moved down here. They had a retention pond, stocked it full of bass. Was a blast to fish because you could catch frogs easier than fish. Like, we would just hit the bank with the worms, man, and the frog would smack that thing. You quickly reel it across the pond as quick as you could, and he'd come all the way back skiing. We would have a blast catching frogs over there with rubber worms. Yes, Langford saw that. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, we'd have a blast catching that. So we stocked it up with a bunch of bass. About 3-4 months later, couldn't catch any frogs like that anymore. But it was really easy to catch the bass because you just hit the bank with the worm, slowly pull the worm off the bank, and you would trigger a bite every time because they would smack that thing just waiting for frogs. Oh, yeah. But, not a lot of drainage ponds or retention ponds around here, but we do have a lot of interesting ponds. But yeah, the fish, I mean, the entire spawn was washed out. You couldn't see anything. You couldn't find them. I mean, there were a couple guys catching them off beds, but I mean, it just was so horribly washed out. This was the worst spawn season I've ever fished. And this is one of the first ones I fished the hardest of. I mean, like, going out every day trying to make sure to catch these fish, and you couldn't find them, you couldn't see them. I maybe caught 2 or 3 just chucking a worm around blindly, but I can't tell you if they were on a bed or not, because it wasn't like I boomed that spot a bunch of times and know he was there. It just was, I was casting around blindly, one nailed it, I hooked it, and there we go. So I just, yeah, like I said, we don't have a lot of them, man. We ain't got a lot of them. There are a couple, and they are pretty loaded. I have fished a couple of them, but yeah, not a lot of them, man. Like, I've looked. We got more rivers on the side of our highways. It's weird. Rivers or lakes, or you're driving over a lake. Like, you drive over Hartwell at one point. And you gotta remember, I'm over in the Greenville area, more on the mountain side of stuff. And the Columbia area is the one that's more full of all the ponds on the side of the road. So I don't see as much on that side of South Carolina, because that's more the oceany-ish side, and I'm all the way over here on the mountain side. And we don't have as many ponds on the side of the roads, at least like that. But the Columbia area you do, and yeah, them suckers is loaded. I've fished a couple of them. Them is nice loaded bunch. Nice and loaded up under the on the golf course by his home, and those cats are largemouth, not huge. Yeah, nice. Like, well, then you need to be fishing it, bro. If I knew somebody had stocked them up with a bunch of hot big boys, I'd be fishing it. Fishing it all day. Whew, man, we got so many. I think this was like one of my best streams yet. So many people in here. I don't know what to do. Don't want to stop. Let's just keep it going. I know you guys talk hot dogs in the ocean. Like, Adam, were you joking? Like, you really dangle hot dogs off in the ocean? Golf course fish don't know what hooks are. I know. Yeah. Golf course fish are fun. I have a couple family members that do a lot of golfing, and what I basically do is I go with them. And then I just put my poles in their bags, and then every time we stop at a pot that has a pond, they start to swing, and while they're going through all their people, I'm just fishing the whole time. Baby ducks are disappearing. Yeah, I've never seen one hit a duck before. I've heard of it, I've seen video of it, but I've never physically seen it myself. I saw one hit a bird before, a physical bird. I watched this, like, at least 10-pound bass. I mean, you know how the birds will come flying and hit the bugs. Yeah, probably. the golf course marshal. Yeah. But, yeah, I watched a 10-pounder just destroy a bird one time. That thing flew down against the water, man, and he went airborne, destroying that thing. And there was no bird on the other side. Big old splash, no more bird. Threw over there like 6 times, but I think he was pretty full with the bird because he did not hit my lure. He can only ask you to move along. Yeah, see, and that's kind of why I go with them. I throw a couple quick casts, and then they move to the next hole. I move with them. Throw a couple more casts again, then move with them. Thank you, Adam. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that stopped by. I'm going to say it again. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, because I'm trying to improve everything, man. I'm getting an editing computer to start editing up more, getting batteries for a second GoPro, like, gonna get a better, full, like, fancy camera like all these guys use for their vlogs. We have gators on our golf courses here in South Houston. Yeah, gators don't scare me. We got gators in Charleston. I was fishing one time, and I always make sure to pay attention to the water when I'm fishing where gators are, but I got a little distracted for a little bit. The next thing I looked down, and there was a sneaky little devil, man. He was trying to sneak up on me. He was all head up. I'm like, oh, I see you. Did the couple step backs, the slow step back. But other than that, yeah, I haven't really. I've had a couple other scary instances with gators, but not while fishing. I was on a jet ski one time, and we came near their bed, like her eggs, and she came out after us a little pissed, and we almost fell off the jet ski. It was kind of scary. An old scuba diving camera for now. That is interesting, M. Langford. I didn't even know that was a possibility. I think you're the first person I've ever heard say that that's what they're using for their camera. Cool. Near Humboldt. I'll go back and check that out in the chitty chat later, buddy. Put it in the comment, man. Throw it in the comment. I don't give a crap. Throw it down in the comments, man, and I'll find it later and go check you out. Who's that? Colorado, what is up? Sorry, I can't see your full names up here because my chat freezes, and once it freezes, I have to reset the whole thing, and I'm not resetting the whole thing. Not doing it. So I'll just keep reading my little thingy down here. So I'll miss some people. I will miss some chats, and I apologize about that because I can only see it so quick. But I'm going to catch 90% of them. That's why you keep seeing me do this, because I got to put my face in the way so I can read it, because my face is in the way, and then I can read it. I'm just getting stupid now. That's what I thought, Colorado Fisher, man. I said Colorado Fisher. I knew it was you. I know where it is, just not been there. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Don't know where that is. But hey, man, I'll check you out. Check you out, and then I will know. Can check you out, and then I'll know where you're at. Oh, man. I don't know. Thinking. Addicts Dam flood control. Word. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm about out of stuff, man. I'm running out of topics. We talked about our sponsorship. We talked about which one we prefer. Like I said, I prefer the private ponds and the big lakes. Public ponds are fun too. I hit them all the time, but if I really had my choice, it'd be the private ponds to catch some big boys, and them lakes, man, and rivers, because they're just so fun. So fun to just get lost out there. Whether you're on a boat, kayak, big boat, little boat, bass boat, john boat, pontoon boat, I don't care. It's so fun to just get lost on the water, dude. I can do it. Whew. Man, it was a while. I haven't been on a kayak for a while. Haven't been on it for a while. It was like, oh my God, like I'm going nuts. Later, man. Nice talking with you. You take it easy. But yeah, I was just like going nuts because I hadn't been out on the kayak for a while. It's just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do on it. Like, I have to get out there. So I went out there and I spent all morning on it. was great. Like I said, the fishing was horrible that day. I mean, I talked to everybody, pretty much everybody on the little lake I was on, little pond I was on, and I was legitimately the only person to catch a fish. And I mean, I was pissed because I watched like at least in the small side 6, because I never saw him. He was just leaping all over the place, and it was definitely a bass. It wasn't a carp, because he was in the reeds. He was in all the reeds and stuff that I was fishing, hitting other stuff, which is why I knew it was in the right place on my frog. He just wouldn't hit it. But man, some big bass. He had to have been a hugie, big sucker. I mean, 5 or over, had to. Huge sucker, leaping around, wouldn't hit my frog. 2 little guys, and anybody that's fished a frog and knows little bass and their aim suck on the frog. They go flop, miss, flop, miss. Even when you give them the couple seconds, the bull crappers, they miss it just enough to catch the little tails. Even if you trim them, miss it just enough to catch the little tail. You set the hook and the frog comes flying back at you. You throw it back and he's like, nope, I'm done. I did my swipe and run. Stupid little bass. Had 2 of them. And then, boom, hooked up on a good, nice 2-pounder. Hooked up on a good, nice 2-pounder. In the thick, man. Oh, man, on the thick stuff, dude. Like, I mean, I skipped him up quick. Skipped to me. And then he just dug in. And then I was just pulling the kayak to him. He was so dug in the thick. Yeah, I was the only person to catch anything. And I'm like, oh, man. Like, went home, hung out with the family, did some cleaning, ate lunch. Went out to my honey hole, did my live stream, fishing the honey hole, had a blast, great day, caught a bunch of fish. If you guys haven't checked that one out, you should check that one out. It's a little long, fast forward to it, don't care, but lots of great catches in there. Oh my gosh, lots of great catches in there. Top waters, Texas rigs, like just, oh, it was such a fun day. But really just got to get out there on the kayak, man. Just get out there on the kayak and just spend a day just floating. Just floating with the fishies. Being one with the fishies. Man, I had a blast that day. Whew. And I needed it. Whew. That is my de-stressor. Getting out on the water is my de-stressor. I don't know about any of you guys, but there's nothing like getting on the water. Whew. I'm telling you, that's my Sundays. Most of my Sundays are on the water. And that's where I get my one-on-one time. Like, whew. Have fun going with other people too. I don't know. I think fishing's better with other people. I think fishing's funner when you have somebody to go fishing with. I really do. I mean, I gotta go by myself sometimes, but I think fishing is funner with other people. Let me know, guys. Let me know in a little chitty chat. What do you guys think? You think fishing's better with people or by yourself? Obviously nobody likes overcrowded waters. That sucks, but I'm more of just like going out with a good fishing buddy. Like, that's just so fun. So fun. I've done a couple videos with Tony. I'm sure anybody's seen that. Hilarious. I like both. That's what I mean. I like both too, but you gotta like one more than the other, man. Come on, John. You gotta like one more than the other. I like fishing with people more than fishing by myself. There's every now and then where I have to just go by myself. But I like fishing with like a buddy or 2 more than fishing by myself. I just think it's funner. You can start riding each other. One's catching more fish than the other guy, or you got a bigger fish. Like, start joshing each other a little bit. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just funner going out there with a buddy. I have way more fun fishing with a buddy. I think that's the other reason why I like started YouTube, because I feel I'm talking to the camera. It's like I'm talking to myself, but I don't know. I feel like I got a friend with me there at that point. Like, I'm like, hey, all of you are with me, man. Like, you all comment later in the comments and everything. I feel like I got people with me at that point. I don't know. It interests me more. Makes it funner, especially with the live streams. Yeah. That's what I'm like. When you need that solitude, that's when it's great. When you really need it. And that's when it gets me freaking irritated when somebody comes up and they're all like, oh, finish spot. But like, fishing with friends, new friends. Yeah, I've met a lot of new friends out fishing. A lot of new friends. There are a couple guys that I go out fishing with from time to time that I have just straight met fishing. I think there are a couple people that show up in these live streams and a couple people that have commented on my videos that once again just I met out fishing one day. That's why my motto is life's a story. You got to get out there and live it, because that's really really what life is. I mean, it is a true story. If you don't get out there and live it, then you got nothing in your story. It's a couple pages long, and them is a boring story, dude. If you got no adventure, you got no life, man. And I know it's harder for some people, and that sucks, but just, I mean, there's always still something, and you would be surprised what can turn into an adventure. You really would. And that's why I'm like, just get out there and live it. I'm not gonna say what to do. Just find what you can do that fits for you, works for you, and oh my God, you'll be surprised the fun you can have. Just so much. Like, just I know everybody's all staying inside right now with all this crap that's going around, but I'm the complete opposite, dude. Get out there. I'm not saying go hang out with 2,000 freaking people, go to damn mall or something, man, but get out there, man. And they keep saying sunlight kills it. I could have told you that. Come outside all day, every day. I'm a contractor and I'm an outdoorsman, man. I hate being inside. This stuff started. It's like, nope. Nope. Been outside since it started. Still outside. Ain't stopping. Just go out and be yourself, man. Just do your own thing. You don't have to do it with a bunch of people. You can still go outside. You can still live life. You can still have fun. Still go fishing in some states. Depends on where you live. Some states are nuts. That's all I'm going to put on that. You're nuts. If you think fishing's bad, you're nuts. You're just nuts. If you think fishing's going to cause something bad, you're nuts. That's all I'm going to say. I have to go, but I will leave you on tonight while I sleep. Thank you, Langford. I truly appreciate it. I'll go check out some more of your stuff, man. I'll watch some more. I like just watching his content. I mean, when you talk about watching somebody, like, I like creating things with my hands, making something out of nothing. That dude legit makes something out of nothing. I'm ready for a fishing cookout. Yes. Say hey to Captain. I will, Langford. I will. He's taking a break right now from everything, but I don't know. We're still talking. I might go fishing with him here soon, but I don't know. He's doing his stuff. He's doing his thing. He's good. He's just doing his thing. But yeah, as Langford says that, I know we still got 6 people in here. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. I think we've done pretty good. I am legit run out of stuff to talk about. I don't know what to talk about anymore. I'm just rambling, so I think that's a good spot to stop. Life's a story. Get out there and live it. I've only said it like 6 times right now. So let's just end it at that, man. Peace, everybody. Thanks, everybody that stopped by. I really, really appreciate it. It's all of you that are helping my channel grow. It's all of you that share me. It's all of you that show up, that support the channel. I mean, it's all of you. That's the channel. If it wasn't for you, there'd be no channel. So I truly appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Adios, buddy. Yeah, just bye, everybody. I appreciate it. Later. Not going to say anymore. Done talking.